you designed the costumes, or you bought the costumes for Bobby?
I just bought them for Bobby.
Bobby? Yeah.
In those days.
And then he made Bobby and he got success.
And he was already singing a particular song of Bobby. And when he was in a good mood, he was Jhoot Bole Kaua Kaate. We have pictures around a pillar, and he's singing it. And we had learned to sing it. We didn't know the scene. So anyhow, there was a cheap store called Alexander's Children's Clothes.
Where you used to shop.
Where I used to shop for my children. So I thought, let me check this out. And really, for about $500, we got the entire Chintu's as well as Dimple's clothes.
Okay.
And they all did that little thing, tie knot. She does become such
the
a popular.
blouse, which was knotted blouse of Dimple Kapadia's.
Yeah.
You bought that?
Yes. And the shorts, that polka dotted shirt.
Huh.
The shirt that Chintu was wearing on that bus and singing that lovely song. A lot of others.
Those broad-collared
yes,
of the 70s.
Yeah, that's how it was.
The 70s fashion.
True.
So fashion was very important aspect, has played an important aspect in your life. You worked in stores. And tell me about all the people that you met when you were working there. Jackie Onassis walks into the store.
I helped her.
And Yoko Ono walks into the store.
Yoko Ono, she became such a good friend.
So tell me about these two
it's
incidents.
So bad that I didn't stay in touch.
Jackie
Onassis, I was working for what was the most beautiful Indian shop in America called Sona, the golden one, under the handicrafts board, under Pupul Jayakar. And she had the most perfect manager, a lady called Mani Man, who became my mentor. And I had
Pupul Jayakar had a store in...
Pupul Jayakar was the head of the handicrafts, this whole culture.
Indira Gandhi's
but
associate and all.
That
came later.
In the 80s, they did all the festivals, but this is 60s, Handicrafts Emporium or Khadi Emporium. Under that, she came up with a brilliant idea to open a classy store on Fifth Avenue, just off Fifth Avenue, in a very good address, called Sona, the golden one. Mm-hmm. And she needed a fiery, manager like herself, which was Mani Man. Whoever never met her has missed something very special because I learned so much from her, and then I found out she's the same birthday as me, a lot older. I just wanted to embrace everything that she represented. So a girlfriend of mine was working there. She had very attractive Indian girls. We were just newly transferred from San Francisco to New York. I still had no children. I was still in wonderment of the world. And I would love going to this little India part. So she liked me. And sometimes she'd say, no, now we are busy. Now you're going to go do whatever you are doing. I'd go back home. I had nothing to do. So then Christmas and Diwali was coming close. She said, look, Bina, I think you're right fit in. I see that you've never worked like this before. But will you join us? I'll keep you here for 3 weeks of Diwali. If I like you, I'll keep you longer. So I said, sure. I'll give you very little. I said, don't give me salary. I just want to be. So she's whatever. She still gave me a little salary. And I learned, and it was very easy to learn. It was up my alley, but it was not just clothes. It was jewelry, it was handicrafts, fabrics by the yard, and all stuff that's beautiful from India. Rugs, daris, things I hadn't seen before, so such good quality. And very cool people came. One time there was a very elegantly dressed man who looked like the actor Cary Grant. And then suddenly she's there, she's looking after him, whatever he's looking at. And then she probably turns to someone and the man just suddenly runs. And I see Mani running after him. Catch him. That very elegant Cary Grant, So she was so sharp. You can't help but love a woman like that. She went to chase him because he had stolen something.
Oh.
He was a shoplifter.
Oh, wow.
In the guise of a gentleman. Funny things like that.
And
so
Jackie?
One day, Jackie, it was the day before the world hears next day about her getting engaged to Onassis. None of us know.
Aristotle Onassis.
So that evening, from about 4 o'clock to 6 or so, we were closing the shop. She walks in. Apparently she had come there once or twice before I was there. So they knew her. Her hairdresser, Kenneth, used to be right across the road. So whenever she had to go to a hairdresser, they used to hope that
she'd come to Sona.
Mani was very smart at these things. So she was getting yards and yards of fabric buying. She was buying silk fabrics, but yards of this and yards of another roll. And Mani was thrilled. There's going to be big sales. Then suddenly she eyes a sari on a mannequin And she says, now, isn't that lovely? She was imagining all the wealth and all the money she can spend and decorate her home or whatever. And she probably figured it'd be nice to have me in the same mood as well. So and her voice is like a whisper, like a bird whispering, very classy. And then she looks in a shy way and speaks. I mean, I can't forget.
And next thing you get to know that she married Aristotle Onassis.
And then next, so she said, I'd love to tie a sari. Can you help me? So she was wearing a dress. I said, if you had a skirt, we could do it. But then we tie a thing around the waist and we put the sari on her. She loves it and she buys it. So
she bought a sari?
She bought the sari. Yes.
Okay.
So we told her that Mani took charge of that and said how she would arrange it, pull measurements and things, whatever. I don't know what. I just did the bit of.
Oh, it's the age of no selfies. Otherwise, you would have a picture with Jackie.
I know, it's true. None of this existed.
And she was still Jackie Kennedy then.
She was still Jackie Kennedy. And then came the hot news the next day and we thought, man, she could have bought the whole shop. She really did.
And Yoko Ono?
So Yoko was more recent. This was the time when our place was running with Malini, was doing these things. That was a gallery I was running at the time in 1998 and in 1999. And this thing happened in 1999. So I had a gallery with a girlfriend where I had textiles, some of my antique clothes and shawls. And they'd been doing shawls had become now a new thing. People were learning to wear a shawl. It wasn't a culture in the West much. So her son, the son by John Lennon, young boy called Sean, walked in. So my partner recognized him. He was just a punk, a young boy with acid blonde hair, maybe in his early 20s. So she said, I think he's John Lennon's son. So then she spoke to him, aren't you Sean Lennon? And he said, yes. So she said, how can I help you? She said, I'm looking to buy a shawl for my mother, and she would love so many here. What do I do? So she convinced him to buy the one, and took our number. And can I take some home to show my mother? Now we knew mother's Yoko Ono, and then we were thinking, we hadn't said yes or no. And then he said, you know what? Buy this. Let us see the quality. And I know that. And then I get a call 2 days later from Yoko. Bina Ramani said yes. So she said, she also had a very soft, sweet-spoken accent.
And you connected with her, and there's this one incident where you're with her, and that...
In her kitchen.
In her kitchen. And
she had a beautiful kitchen.
The day that, it was the anniversary of John.
Of his being shot, the 9th of December. Or 9th of December. 9th of October was his birthday. And she walked me around. She just didn't want to let me go. But one promise she took from me that when she went during the Beatlemania to India, and of all the places they went to, they loved Rishikesh. But when they went to Benares, something really got to her. She loved the energy. And she had to go along with the group as ever their plans were. So she couldn't, she knew she was missing something to touch her soul that was unfulfilled.
That she found there.
No, so she wanted me to take her because she didn't fulfill it the last time. She said, would you take me on a trip? I said, I'd love to. And I'd made a jacket out of a shawl which I used to wear. She said, can I buy that off you? I'll give you anything you want from my closet. It's so sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब।
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.